Welcome back to another thrilling tale of Kingdom Hearts and One Piece, where this time you embark on a very horrific town, but we also will meet some more familiar characters, including one that Sora visited a long time ago. Who is he? Well, you probably guess who it is, but we'll find out in a few minutes. Hi, my name is Nagasaki Fan in Kentucky,
I'm Venus Diaz.
and welcome to another chapter of the Kingdom Hearts One Piece saga, where this time we're at Thriller Bark, and we'll start at the Sunny, where I believe they were looking at Barrow.
Yeah, it should have been the barrels.
Yeah, they go Sora. They went fishing while Sora and Usopp and Luffy are fishing. While Sanji, Mickey. Actually, it'll be the opposite. Mickey is fishing with Usopp and Luffy, while Sora is cooking with Sanji. They're having a cook-off contest to see who's the best cook.
Or Sora's just learning from Sanji.
Yeah, would you say it's better than learning from Remy
Yes.
or Little Chef? What would Kyrie be doing? Relaxing with Nami?
Or she's hanging out with Robin.
Yeah, because she and Robin develop a closer bond, especially after Water 7. Yeah. Anyway, something woke Zoro up, and then he noticed a barrel. And he lets the crew know. Sora notices. Then he sees another one, and he grabs that. And then he hears something else. Then he hears familiar. And Sora's like, "Your Majesty, did you hear that familiar squawk?" "I believe I sure did." They opened the barrel, and one of them was Donald. He was out came Donald Duck, gasping for air. Donald!
Donald! Your Majesty! Sora!
Donald hugged both of them. "It's so good to see you. I thought I would never see you." And Luffy comes over and says, "Hey, what's going on?" Meat! Then Sanji came in. Dinner! Then they both started chasing Donald. Kyrie noticed it and shook her head.
You're a great duck! Hey, hold
Yeah.
up!
She punched both Luffy and Sanji. Said, "That's our friend! We don't eat each other." Forgive them, Donald. They're both idiots.
This isn't like with Chopper.
Yeah. Then he said, "Oh, would Luffy apologize to Donald for trying to eat him?"
I guess.
Then they explained the detail, and when Donald heard it, said, "So the One Piece is real." "Wait, you've heard of the One Piece?" "Yeah, it was from Merlin when I was training under him. He gave us tales about when Kingdom Hearts is connected to the One Piece."
Yeah, even Yen Sid knows about it. I can see Mickey saying Yen Sid knows about it too.
Yeah, me too. And then they hear music. Yo ho.
Yo yo yo.
And Sora said, "That's weird. I hear music." Then Then they notice it's a ship. And when he saw something, he said, "Wait, what?" He sees a walking, talking skeleton singing. Then he says, "Did he come from Halloween Town?"
Wait,
Oh,
is Jack? Did Jack get here? Louis like, who's Jack?
oh, he's this talking, walking skeleton.
The Pumpkin King.
Yeah.
He's great at Halloween stuff. He's a
You should
friend of
meet him.
ours too.
And then Usopp, Chopper, and Nami get cowards and fear and said, "We're gonna go talk to this skeleton." Then they meet Kyrie will join along with Nami. I mean, with Luffy, Sora, and
Didn't Sanji go with them?
yeah. Did Nami go too? I forget.
Yes, I think she went with them too.
Yeah, Kyrie goes too. And then they meet Brook and said, "Hello, salutations." I don't remember if he said that, but I'm having him. And Sora says, "You're not obviously Jack."
I
But you
don't know
kinda
who this Jack person is, my good friend.
Who are you? Why, I am Brook. And then he looks at Kyrie and says, "Well, my, what a lovely sight you are. May I see your pod piece?" Then Kyrie's eyes twitch and summons her Keyblade and whacks it. Said, "Get away from me, you creep!" He said, "Oh, so you're the legendary Keyblade." Wait, you know about the Keyblade?
Oh,
Why,
you have a
sure.
Keyblade at least.
And Sora says, "Wait, you know about the Keyblade?" "Well, sure. I've known him for like 1,000 years, 100 years. Where I would be."
I've actually
What are you gonna say?
I said that Brooke says, I'm pretty old if you can believe it.
And Sora says, "Yeah, I could believe that." And then he meets the rest of the straw. Then he asks Robin to see his, and Kyrie
Nothing but bones.
Kyrie once again slaps him with his Keyblade, and he explains his backstory. Then Luffy says,
About how he'll disintegrate if he doesn't get his shadow back.
"Yeah." Then Luffy says this, "I have one very important question I need to ask you. Can you poop?"
Yes, I can.
What would Sora's reaction to that? And he would say, "That's your big question?"
I don't think he'd question it considering he can pretty much dive to like deep talk underwater.
Yeah. Then he asked to join his crew, and Brooke turns it down. He asks, "Who did this to you?" Then he says, "I refused." He refused to leave the culprit. What they don't know is, meanwhile, at Dr. Maria's place. This is an extra scene, by the way. We see Maleficent, or how about, or should it be Pete?
I don't think Pete can bring people back like she could.
Yeah. But then again, I don't know why she would bring back Boogie Boogie after he shoot her away. Remember?
Yeah.
But she's doing it anyway. She says, "I know I'm gonna regret this, but you may need help to defeat the Straw Hats, the Keyblade and the Straw. So I will bring one of my old accomplices." Then she says a magic spell, and she revives Oogie Boogie.
Cute, but do you really think I need help such as this?
Oh, what? What was that? Are you trying to? I, and she
I
said,
don't
silence.
have a shadow to steal.
And then Maleficent said, silence. Sora's not something to be messing with. She says, she he has defeated the all powerful Xehanort. And Dr. Maria,
Ooh,
Xehanort,
I'll add him to my collection of zombies.
yeah, because I could see Maria having heard of Xehanort.
Hmm. Not to worry, I have this guy. He summons the Phantom Heartless.
Yeah,
Cute, but it's interesting. I thought he was destroyed.
but Maria revived him back. Then they then after meeting Brooke, Luffy says he wants to explore Thoroughport, and while Sword's not a coward, he says I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, so and then he asks, "Don't you want to get Brooke's shadow back?" He said, "Well, yeah, but we got to find a way to Fishman Island."
Plus, we get Brooke's shadow back.
Yeah, you're probably right. But you're right. Let's go. As Kyrie says, "I'm going." Me too, says Mickey. Count me out. I'm staying here. Then Frankie suggests to show them to go to the Mini Mary too. So Donald, Usopp, Nami, and Chopper jump on it to make their way. And Kyrie says, "I have a bad feeling about this." And they,
No, because we got a lag there a second.
oh, sorry. Um, they make it. The part where Frankie invented the Mini Mary. That
Yeah.
happens. That happens.
Okay.
And Donald joins with Usopp, Nami, and Chomper. "So you're a magician, huh?" asked Chomper. "Oh yeah, I'm one of the world's greatest magicians in Disney Castle. In fact, I'm so good they named me top magician." Then there's a Family Guy flashback of Donald looking in. Because he's that conceited. Anyway, do you remember what happens next? You there? Do you remember what happened next? Yeah, I know. Do you remember what happened next?
Um, I think it was all the zombies coming up,
Yeah,
and then
I think I remember now. It's when they see Cerberus, the Donaldson. Donaldson, it's Cerberus! Wait, he and Chopper says, "Wait, you know him?" let's just say this Cerberus, the Cerberus I encountered was a different one. One thing, his head, it didn't look like his heads were just sewn together. And they escape him, and then they meet a vampire-like creature named Hilden. And how would you like to come to the bench? And then he offered them to the bench of Dr. Hellbeck. And Chomper says, "Oh, Dr. Hellbeck, he's one of the greatest doctors of all time." And Donald said, "So you mean we gotta go in there?" Then they all get scared. He explained that Dr. Hellbeck is a famous doctor. And I believe that's they meet, and they believe it. They meet him later. And Chopper asked to study under him.
I guess here's where Nami's taking the shower, and then he notices something is in there with her.
Yeah. And she felt violated. And meanwhile, back at the crew, Sora and Kyrie, Luffy, and the others pull up the shore, and they get caught in a giant web, I believe. Then they found the Mini Mary, and there was no sign of the other, and Sora started worrying.
After they go looking and then meet Piranha's ghosts, and they start getting all depressed.
Yeah.
Wonder what Sora and Kyrie would say when they get hit by the ghosts.
They would probably say, they would probably feel like weakened failure. And Kyrie would say, "Oh no." She would probably feel like her damsel self.
Should Blade be in the background watching them?
Yeah, but we don't see his face. We don't see his face yet. It's a silhouette.
Wonder if he's already met Brooke and knows how to defeat the zombies.
Yeah.
Or should his standard vampire gear defeat them?
Yeah. Yeah. And I believe
Works on vampires who are undead. Might as well work on them.
Yeah. And I believe they get to fight with the zombies and they get back to normal.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Luffy, they asked if they saw some people, and they accidentally reveal it was their crewman. No, they was like, no, it's not 3 people. It's not one of them is a talking duck and a talking reindeer, a talking bear. I think he's a reindeer. Wait, you saw Chopper, Nami, and the others? Yeah. Yeah.
Should we have like gargoyles, Wayne Knights, and Surge Ghosts show up?
Gargoyles? You mean like Goliath?
No, like the Heartless gargoyles.
Sure.
And those like mummy things?
Yeah.
And the Surge Ghosts?
Yeah.
Or here's a special, another Heartless we can add the Chimera.
Yeah,
It's one of those special ones from Final Mix.
yeah. And when Sora sees it, he said, "Those things creep me out." And he uses his Keyblade and defeats. Then, then one. Then he says, "I'm gonna summon that big heartless so bad that the Keyblade will have a difficult time to fight him." Then Maria looks and summons it, and when Sora sees it, it's a, again, it's Darkseid. And even Kyrie was like, "Sora, how many times do you gotta face this guy?"
Too many.
Then when the Heartless Titan Sora doesn't even attempt to focus. Instead, he fights while talking to Luffy and the others. He says, "So Luffy, do you think I have any idea where to find Nami and the others?"
What about that castle up there?
Yeah, once I defeat this guy. So he was toying with him while he was talking. We'll go to the castle. And they defeat him. And they make their way toward the castle.
When they do get there, they notice Sanji's missing.
Yeah. And I believe Sanji got his shadow taken first.
Yes, he did. Then it was Zoro, then Luffy.
Yeah, would Sora has his shadow taken with Luffy?
I mean, probably.
Yeah. Should we have Mickey have his shadow taken too?
Maybe not.
Okay. What about Kyrie?
She might get it taken with Robin during the final battle.
Yeah. And that's when Robin was told about Maria, and she knows who he is. She tells Luffy that he's a warlord of the sea, and he has a higher bounty than yours, Luffy.
And
that's
higher bounty than Crocodile.
Yeah. Back in the mansion, Donald, not many others went to Hallback's life. That's when he realizes that Hallback is evil, I believe.
Evil.
Yeah, and Nami sees a zombie samurai named Raima, and he asks to see her panties. Then she punches him to realize that's Brooks' zombie. That's Brooks' shadow. And Donald uses his magic to cast him out. And she said, "You can use magic." Did I tell you? Did I tell you, Usopp? He says it while wagging his head. I believe what they don't know is Blade was watching them as well. How did Blade get there? He has his ways.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes back. I believe that, and next is when we see Absalom. And when Nami saw his face, I believe Nami saw his face. And then she realized he's the pervert that tried to grope her.
It is also where we meet Perona too.
And Lo and yeah. And then he gets chased by Lola. And he says he plans to make Nami his bride. Of course, in my Naruto one, he wanted to marry Sakura, and I'm still having the plan to do that in my fanfic.
Right.
And I can't wait to get that part.
I can't wait to see Naruto give him a Kratos beatdown.
Yeah. Yeah, and spoilers if you don't want to know, that's where Naruto and Sakura get married. Unofficially. Let her get officially married after the battle at Thriller Bark.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when they meet the surprise zombies and and bunch of zombie heartless. That would be a cool concept. Zombie heartless.
Yeah.
And Sora has they all have a tough time. And then here he comes, the one, the only motherfucking Blade.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, he's still played by Wesley Snipes.
So, whoa, who are you? Talk later.
And he fights all.
And he starts taking the zombies out with his sword and guns.
Yeah. And then once he just finished them off, he says, "You may call me Blade." Whoa, that is so cool.
I see Luffy like thinking he's so cool.
He asked him to join his pirate crew, and he said, "Not interested." I'm
sorry. I don't work good in a team usually. Plus, I got my own things to do.
But why'd you save us?
I'm hunting the guy. Heard there was a leader on a vampire here. Thought I'd look into it.
So you're a vampire hunter. That's cool. Have you killed this? Wait, did you also kill Dracula?
Oh, he and I fought a lot.
What about this guy named Edward?
No, but he's on my list.
He puts on a list of Edward Cullen and Bella Swan. Sorry, I know Twilight Bashing is old, but it's still funny.
But for the moment, I will help you guys. The guy here is very twisted.
Great. So I said, oh boy, since he's a vampire hunter, good thing I'm not wearing my Halloween town costume.
Relax. Even if you were, I wouldn't hunt you. You're not evil like those I hunt. Wait, I know it's
Okay.
the chief, aren't you? Yeah, I'm actually half vampire. I'm called the Daywalker. Why is that? Because I have good. I can go in the sun and not burn up.
Awesome. You know, in the original novel, Dracula can get in the sunlight. He just weakens his powers. That's what I've heard.
Interesting. I mean, I think I've seen him in like day shots, but he's got like sunglasses on and he's covered, I think. At least in the Oldman version, he was.
Yeah. I believe. Next part is Sora and Lola shows up to attack Nami, and that's when she says, "I'm." And she
says she's a man.
Yeah, she's a cross-dresser. My name is Namizu. Yeah, Namizu.
Namizo.
Yeah, I'm also looking for my girlfriend, Luffyco. Wait, what? Why did I say that?
Never mind.
Anyway, I don't love him. I love someone. And she asks, who? And then she looks back at the Arlong arc where Luffy says, "Look, Nami, you'll always be my navigator." And she said, "Just a friend." But anyway, I don't belong with Ansem. I believe he belongs with you, girlfriend. In fact, I'm not much of a love expert, but my friend Kyrie is. You should meet her. She's the love expert. After all, she is a princess.
Did we skip that scene where like they're hiding in Kumasi from Perona, and he can't talk?
Oh, I thought I forgot.
I forget if that's like before or after this.
Yeah, I think it was after. I'm not 100% sure.
And I know that's where they find that little penguin dog that's got Sanji's shadow.
Yeah.
And that one swordsman that got Zoro's shadow too.
Yeah. And they hide behind it. Yeah. Sora realized, hey, where's Zoro? He's missing. Then we...
Did Sora get dressed up in like knight armor like Luffy?
Yeah. And Kyrie said, oh, you look ridiculous.
Yeah, but you look better in armor.
And she both said no comment.
If it was different armor set, they both would wear it.
Yeah.
Should they get Keyblade armor?
Not yet.
Maybe
not here.
After the time skip?
Sure. And I believe Robin and Frankie were separated on a bridge. They cornered by generals.
That spider monkey?
Yeah. And
Brooks saves them and reveals how the zombies can be defeated.
Yeah. And Robin uses her to slap him. And
because that's where we get the reveal about Brooks' connection to Laboon.
Yeah. Actually, we should have Mickey and Robin and Frank. That would be a good team up, wouldn't it? And Brooke?
Yeah. It would be. Maybe the Keyblade also hurts the zombies too.
Yeah. And Mickey and Robin will develop a close bond. Because I could see that. She's, golly, you're as smart as my wife.
Oh, I'm sure your wife is pretty smart, Your Majesty. Gosh, she is.
Then he says, I miss my Minnie.
Should Mickey know about like the Void Century?
Yeah. He knows about the One Piece universe. He knows about the other universes too.
I mean, he probably knows about it, but doesn't know like the specifics of it.
I think so.
I just laugh if Mickey actually has a bounty here.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know
what would his bounty be?
Well, since he's Disney, probably higher than Mickey's, than Luffy's, I mean.
I mean, currently or after Wano?
After Wano.
I mean, currently he's probably got like maybe 700 mil.
Yeah. And I believe next is um Brooke reveals the zombie's weakness, salt.
I also told that Blade guy about this weakness too. He even coated his sword and guns with it too.
Then we cut to a transmission of Blade kicking ass with salt bullets. Only Blade could do that and we could take it more seriously.
You get one of those like fight scenes from the movies, especially where he uses like his bare hands.
Yeah, and you know that scene where he whispered, "What the fuck?" It's when.
What the? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Or is it you out of your damn mind?
Yeah, he then meets a zombie. He says, "Wait, who are you? I am a writer. I'm a manga writer." He said, "What do you write?" I wrote about this boy and a girl falling in love with each other through genjutsu. And
Blade he didn't even finish before Blade just ended him.
Yeah. Blade was like, "What the fuck?" And he shoots him.
Right.
And I believe next is when Luffy, Sora, and Kyrie are tied up.
No.
Oh, really? What are you gonna do?
Whatever they do.
Okay, next is Sora and Luffy getting caught by Maria, I believe.
Losing their shadows.
Yep. And he was about to steal Kyrie's, but Sora pushed her away.
What does swords get put in?
How about a zombie that looks like Vanitas?
Ooh. Even though Vanitas is a villain in this still.
Yes, Vanitas is still evil.
I mean, he's not in this arc, but he's around somewhere.
Yeah. And they took, and then she said, "What's this?" He said, "You can have it." What he doesn't know, it's a summoning gem. Who is it? You'll find out soon enough. Next is Maria awakening ores, I believe.
Yeah, that's where Luffy's went.
Yeah. Then Oars gets out of control, saying, "I will be king of the pirates." And Robin, Frankie, and Usopp and meet up with, I believe, meet up. But then Nami gets kidnapped by Absalom, and Donald's like, "Oh no, Nami!"
What they don't know is that Kuma is on his way.
Yeah. And then they meet up with Frankie and Robin and Mickey. So, guys, where's Nami? She's been taken. Then Robin says, "We'll get her back."
So this be where they go to the ship and find Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji and Sora asleep.
Yeah. And then Kyrie, then they meet up with Kyrie. Is still at the cat. It's still at the cat. So, I believe. No, actually, she met up with them, and they went to. And then then they woke up, and then they said she's gonna marry Nami, and Luffy was like, "What?" Sanji was bad. Luffy was just as bad, and he said he doesn't know why. He doesn't know his feelings yet.
Well, first they talk about Brooks' connection to Laboon.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, well, maybe if we get his shadow back, he could join the crew." But first, we gotta find. We gotta get them back, rescue Nami, and defeat Dr. Maria.
Before sunrise.
Yeah. And how long till sunrise, Zoro? We got about. I believe he said an hour.
There's no way that whole thing took an hour.
Okay, 3 hours.
I guess.
We got 3 hours to kill, literally. All right, then we should split into teams. Kairi, you go with Sanji to rescue Nami. Luffy, we'll go find Dr. Maria. Then he said. Then he remembers something. Then Sora says something about being married. Speaking of being married, should I? He's thinking about asking Kyrie to marry him. Spoilers: they'll get married at Fishman Island.
Nah, maybe Dressrosa would be better.
Okay, Dressrosa would be better.
You think we have that scene where Kuma's warning Moria about losing and he like freaks out at him?
Yeah, but he still acts cocky, and Oogie Boogie's returning.
Why don't you let me deal with these guys? The roll of the dice, I'll win.
I love Oogie Boogie.
Mm-hmm.
Then Sora says, then Sora, I believe they would meet up with Brooks somehow. I don't remember what happened, but that's when Sora discovers, hey, what's this? And he says, if I'm right, give me straight. Then they hear do 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 do. Where's that music coming from? Asks Zoro. And now, may I introduce the King of Nightmares, the Pumpkin King, Jack Skellington. And he makes his grand entrance. Why, Sora? It's very delightful to see you. Hey, how's it going, Jack? Wait, are you trying to steal Christmas again? Oh no, that's all.
Of course not, Sora. I'm over that.
Great. How is Santa, by the way?
Oh, doing his thing.
Good. Well, we may need some help. Do you have time? Well, Halloween isn't for 3 weeks, so yeah, I can help. Great. These are my friends, Luffy, Zoro, Robin, Usopp, who is cowering in fear. He's afraid of Jack, and Chopper is too. They're both cowering. And then he meets Brooke, and they have the. And imagine their scene together.
That'd be funny.
It would be like one of those mirror scenes where you think you see a mirror. That's dude. Do you know magic? No, but I do know the
Yes,
magic
I
of...
do. You can see mine and Sora's limit attack.
Show us. Then Heartless come out and say, perfect timing. Let's do it, Sora. And then prepare to scream.
Whoa, so cool. My, that was quite the show.
Yeah. Say, maybe after this is done, we could have a sing off. and I can see Sora said, great. Two skeletons talking to each other. Now I've seen everything. It's Kingdom Hearts in One Piece, Zoro. Next is Kairi and Sanji making their way against Sami to rescue Nami. And then they, just when they were about to do it, at the wedding, just when he was about to kiss Nami, Kairi says, I am Jet in a cool pose. She, what? And who are you? I am the best friend of the bride. And
here to stop this farce of a wedding.
Yeah, I'm not gonna allow you to marry a man she doesn't love. And really, do you know a man she does love? Well, I do know a man she loves, but I don't know if she loves him. Then she knocks Nami off with her Keyblade. Then she rescues Nami and gives her to Sanji. And Sanji was like, looks at her.
This is a dream come true.
Then Kairi said, Sanji, focus. You know what? You disgust me. Yeah, you disgust me too. You had the powers. You had the devil from powers to be invisible. I wish I had that power so I could look at women like that.
Yeah, Kairi's with the two zombies here and there, like, what? Really?
And Kairi was like, what would Kairi say to that after hearing that?
Different?
She probably punched Sanji and said, you're a sexist pervert! She said, I bet you, I wonder how Sora feels when she gets mad at him. Oh, believe me, I'm scarier than any Heartless. But anyway, then she fights Absalom. And Sanji tries to fight, but he disappears. And then he says, you know what? On second thought, then he looks at Kairi and says, you're more prettier than the orange-haired girl. I'm gonna make you my bride. And that woke up Nami, and she's Kairi! And Nami uses her climb attack to shock Absalom and saves Kairi. Nami, you're okay. Then they hug each other.
Kairi could probably give him a beat down before Sanji finishes him off.
Yeah. And Kairi and Nami hug each other. I'm so glad you're okay. Then Kairi says, Sora and Luffy got their shadows. And she says, I know. We gotta get them back. Plus the treasure.
Meanwhile, during this, that they're dealing with Perona and Usopp is unaffected.
Yeah. And I can see Donald being with Usopp here, getting annoyed by him, and said, I'd rather spend time with Goofy. Because even though he loves Goofy like a friend, he still gets annoyed by him.
Can we have Sora and Luffy be fighting Moria, but then get thrown away from their arena? And
yeah,
because should we get Nightmare Luffy and Sora?
Yeah, Sora will fight Nightmare Sora. It's like a Sora versus Vanitas fight.
But doesn't he get turned into Nightmare Sora like Luffy did?
Yeah.
Where they get all those shadows in them?
Yeah. And Sora, what would Nightmare Sora look like?
Probably the same as Luffy.
Yeah. Then when.
All buffed up in blue.
Yeah. And. You know what else happens after that? I'm thinking.
I know that Zoro and Brook were with that samurai where Zoro beat him and got Brook's shadow back in the new sword.
Yeah, would Blade join them though?
I could see the Zoro and Blade tag team in the samurai.
Yeah. It said, "You fight good. Are you sure you don't want to join us?" Nah, it's a temporary alignment.
But I do consider you guys my friends.
And spoilers, this won't be the last time they'll see each other. Blade will return. And Kyrie and
Should we get that Blade doing that famous line of his?
yeah, there's only one Blade.
No. The other one.
What was it? I forgot.
Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
I would have really that was in the script or that was improvised by Wesley Snipes.
I like to think it was improvised.
True.
Because it is a cool line.
Yeah. And then Kyrie meanwhile, Kyrie and Nami were making their way towards the Sunny.
Where they see Perona and their crew raiding the ship, and then Kuma sends Perona away.
Yeah, and Kyrie would Kyrie be traumatized?
Yes.
Where'd she go? I don't know where she went.
Kyrie, get a grip.
We gotta save Sora and Luffy and the others. Right. Then Nami gets dressed into one of her outfits.
Mm-hmm.
And she asks, "Are you gonna keep that wedding dress?" And Nami asks, "Why?" Just in case you get me. You mean with Sanji? No, I'm not marrying Sun. No, I know that. I don't ship you with Sun. What? Nothing. Let's go back.
Nami agrees to keep it.
Yeah. And then she asked Kyrie, "Would you like to wear that wedding dress?" And said, No. If I'm going to wear a wedding dress with Sora, it's going to be a different one.
Besides, I like to have my friend Riku at the wedding.
Yeah. But he hasn't proposed yet. But he's thinking it. Sora's still thinking about it.
So now it'd be dealing with Oogie Boogie, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And it's going to be Jack and Brooke versus Oogie Boogie. He's a dude, Jax!
What is this? Are both you bone men gamblers?
Yeah, it's going to be like... It's going to be similar to one of the games. He turns into a giant, and Brooke uses his violin to shut him out, and then Jack peels him off, and That's how he dies. And then Brooks stomps on the final bug.
Look what you did to my bugs.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Lola thing. And Lola wakes up and finds Absalom unconscious, and she's like,
At
"Oh
this
my god!"
point, like Luffy and Sora should have met like the real Lola and her crew.
Yeah,
But that's where they tell the two of them to start getting shadows in them and turns them into their nightmare mode.
yeah. Of course, we already went that part.
This is where like the final fight with
Moria.
or should Kyrie and a team defeat Phantom.
Yeah, yeah. Kyrie and Nami teamed up to defeat Phantom, and I could see Nami.
Where they got
Phantom captures.
Nami could
Go ahead.
Nami could use their elemental attacks for the orbs under Phantom.
Yeah, and I could see the Phantom capturing Kyrie and planning to use his spell, and if it gets past, the time limit, Kyrie dies. That's how I remember the. That's how I
At least
remember
they're
how.
out of the fight for the rest of the. They're out of the rest of the fight, I think.
Yeah, and Nami was the one that defeated the Shadow. And Kyrie says, "Way to go, Nami!" She praises her. And that said, that was so cool. And she said, "Oh, thanks, Kyrie. You know what?
You make a good Keyblade wielder."
Really? In fact,
Maybe she accidentally touched Kyrie's Keyblade.
yeah. She won't get the
So you
Keyblade.
know what that means?
Yep. And then, would she get the Keyblade yet, or just wait?
Probably post time skip she'd get it.
Yeah. Or, yeah.
Maybe she gets it during Witheria.
Yeah.
Maybe Donald can train her in some magic or take her to Merlin or Yen Sid
Yeah.
while learning the weather stuff.
Yeah. You remember what happened
Now
next?
we get Nightmare Luffy and Sora fighting Moria and actually doing damage to him. While the others are fighting Oars.
Yeah. Doll. And they were trying to do the docking thing, and I could see Mickey refusing to do it with Robin.
Nope, not doing
I could see Donald wanting to do it, but not Mickey, because he's sick. Because he's serious.
Sorry, Donald, that's just too embarrassing, even for me.
Yeah. What would Kyrie's reaction to when she sees Nightmare Luffy? I mean, Nightmare Sora.
I don't know.
Shot. They were about to attack both Kyrie and Nami, who's making their way, but then they get saved by. But Kyrie gets saved by Sora, and Nami gets saved by Luffy, and there's like Sora, Luffy. They both get confused. What happened to you? I'll explain later.
I mean, you're huge, Sora.
I know. Like him?
Just go defeat Moria, please.
Okay. Okay, well, you can flirt with Kyrie later. And then they have a battle against Moria. I would say this like
When he gets huge, taking all these shadows into him.
yeah.
Kyrie and Sora do that one limit attack they got in Remind.
Yeah. Although it'd be difficult to do with Nightmare Sora.
He'd be normal by that point.
Yeah, that's true. And then after the limit, they kiss. And Sora said, "That's the top 5 kiss for me." And that line was improvised by Haley Joe Osment. Because I could buy him saying that, improvising that line.
Yeah.
And Luffy used all strength to combine Gear 2 and Gear 3, and I believe he defeats Moria.
Just as the sun comes up and they're all fate. Those that lost their shadows are disintegrating.
Yeah, they were about to disintegrate. Then they all got their shit.
Since Kyrie lost hers with Robin, I can see Sora and Kyrie holding each other as they start turning to dust.
Yeah, well, she didn't have her shadow stolen, but I don't know. But she wants to be here on his last moments. Then
He's like, no, not again. Having a flashback to the first time he faded away.
yeah,
This time she says she loves him.
yeah. And then all the shit.
Then
Shadows.
Moria's defeated and the shadows come back.
Yeah. And then Sora.
So she's
Then Sora and
like
Kyrie hug.
hugging her and Sora saying, "Don't ever do it to me again, you idiot."
I love you so much. And Nami and Luffy faints and Nami catches him and says, "You did good, Luffy." And Kyrie
But then
and Sora.
Kuma shows up.
Yeah, I could see Sora teaming up with Zoro to fight him.
Then let both of us go. Take our captain's pain.
Yeah.
You would sacrifice yourself for him? Yes.
Yeah, and then he says, Luffy will be king of the pirates, and Sora here will be Keyblade Master.
Just know that what you're going to go through is nothing more than a living hell.
Yeah.
I've been, says Sora. Very well. Let's do this, but not here. Then both of them do the thing, and then later Sanji wakes up and finds Sora and Zoro like wounded and bleeding. Just trying to stay awake.
Yeah.
And both of them say like nothing happened.
We don't tell Luffy.
Sorry, that is like the most badass One Piece moment ever.
Yeah. Despite them hating each other, they also care for each other. Zoro and Sanji.
How cool would it be if Sakura did the whole nothing happened thing?
Yeah, I might have that happen in my fic.
Yeah, her and Zoro do it, since Kuma probably takes Naruto and Luffy's pain.
Yeah.
Guessing their wedding will have to be on hold till she fully recovers.
Yeah.
And then we see like all the other people getting their shadows back.
Yeah. And Nami hugs Lola.
Everybody partying.
Yeah, would Jack stay at the party? I think he would.
Who would?
Jack Skellington.
Yeah.
In fact,
Because here's where we get where Brooke joins the crew.
yeah, and during the party, Sora asked this. Well, I just want to say this. I want to dedicate the song. Me and Kyrie are going to sing a duet together. They sing "I See the Light."
Are you sure you're in shape to do that, so Sora?
What'd you say?
Okay, remember, you're still injured.
Yeah, but I'm okay. I can cure myself. I
Chirga!
yeah. Then he used Kiraga. Then he finally oh, I can. Want me to go cure Zora? Zora is it no? And says no. Let him rest. For now.
Hey, let me use a cure and a mega elixir. That'll
Yeah.
be right as rain.
Yeah. At the part, at the party, Sora Kyrie sings, "I See the Light" from Tangled. And at last I see the light, and it's like, and it's then after the song they kiss, much to
Aw.
Sanji's display. It's like, why can't I have her?
Because you're a creep.
Who would say that? Nami or how about Robin would say that? Because you're a
Yeah,
creep.
Robin.
Then he says, "I have a song a familiar pirate song." Then he said, then he turns on the tone dial, and then he plays Binks' Brew, and Sora says, "Would you like a dance, Kyrie? I would love to." Yo ho, gather up the crew. It's time for Binks' Brew. That's a song. That's a great song.
Mm-hmm.
They all had a good time, and then Sora has some rest, and then he meets another. Uh, then he sits with an older-looking pirate with glasses and mustache. He says, "Well, I see you're quite the dancer, and quite the heartbreak. Wait, who are you? Let's just say I'm a friend. I am Soul the Watcher. It's Stan Lee." And then Nami gets excited about the treasure, and she lets Luffy keep one. He said, "Oh, thanks, Nami." And they exchange the Viva card, and Luffy then remembers Ace's Viva card, and it looks like it's about to.
Got a little burn on it.
Yeah, we should be concerned. You should. Yeah, no, Ace.
My brother can handle himself.
Besides, I would never live him down if I was the one to rescue him. Yeah, you're probably right. From what I remember, from what I saw, he can take care. And Sora says goodbye to Jack. Well, Jack, I guess this is where we part ways for now.
Oh, you're always welcome at Halloween time. Bring your girlfriend next time. I'm sure she'll love it. And me
Yeah.
and Sally too.
Yeah. And then Brooke said, "Can I see Sally's Pat?" Then Nami punches him. Then she asks, "Why could Jack be part of the crew?" Because at least he's a
Because he's
skeleton.
scaring you 24/7.
Oh yeah. That well, Thriller Bark Kids, we're gonna have a mini, kind of like a mini arc before. It's not a filler arc, but it is. But it's I don't know what to call it. It's a mini arc. It's a post Thriller Bark arc. It's when the Straw Hats are relaxing at the at the at the go the Sunny. And Usopp was telling Donald stories, and strangely enough, he bought it. And Sora was
Maybe Miggy's turning Sora and Kyrie.
yeah. And while that he's singing "I'll Make a Man Out of You" in his own version.
Yeah.
Imagine that song.
Okay. How you see Sora? Okay, Captain Shang.
Yeah. And then Sora asks, hey, Your Majesty, I have a question. How did you meet Minnie? Oh, well, it's kind of hard to explain. She was a princess before I was a king. When oh yeah, it's at the it was when I was the Three Musketeers world. When you were Three Musketeer, right?
That's right. Gosh, that's so long ago.
How old are you anyway, Mickey?
I don't even know myself.
In fact, let me tell you about the story about a man named Walt Disney. He was the first ever Keyblade master. That's a good That's at my head canon, at least. Before he was a Keyblade master, he was animator. In fact, he made stories based off of me. He and I were friends. Really? Yeah, he made cartoons about me. One was called Steamboat Willie. It was based on
yeah, Timeless River. I met you there. Only you wouldn't even say anything to me.
Yeah, that was back when I was silent.
But P was talking.
Yeah, I just didn't want to talk back then.
I was kind of an ass.
Well, anyway, he was the first ever Keyblade wielder. He even was trained Master Yen and Xehanort and Ericus. Really? Yes! But Xehanort, he didn't like how kind he was. He thought darkness and corruption should be the main power. But Walt knew. But that's one day, while he was asleep, Xehanort had him killed. Because I could buy that, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you know how he snuck into his castle, brought out his Keyblade, and stabbed him in the heart. Now I hate Xehanort even more. And you know what? Even if he ever tries to redeem himself, I will never forgive him. Somewhere Naruto is just having a panic attack. I mean, yeah, who would forget their father's killer?
Mm-hmm.
And how about since we revived Oogie Boogie? How about we revive another Disney villain in this arc? At least
Who would be fitting?
Jafar.
Nah. Kind of probably should have did that in Alabasta.
Oh yeah, we should have. Think of a dead Disney villain that they haven't fought, that they've fought. Or they could bring a Disney villain that they haven't fought but lives in One Piece world.
That could work, but question is who?
I'm thinking. Um, thing that hasn't appeared in Kingdom Hearts. How about the Shadowman from Princess and the Frog?
Dr.
that work?
Facilier?
Dr. Facilier. Will that work?
I could see that. But he's gonna get dragged to hell too.
Yeah, but first, here's how it start. Sora and Luffy go to town together, and they meet Dr. Facilier.
Played by Keith David still.
Yep. And he says, I got friends on the other side. And he turns both Luffy and Sora into animals. Well, he wouldn't turn them into frogs, would he?
I don't know.
I could see. How about he turns Luffy into a monkey, fitting,
Yeah.
and Sora into a fox. Here's how it would happen.
You could turn him into his lion form.
Oh yeah, that's a better idea. His lion form. Here's how it would happen. So they rushed into, and they were told they were told to get some supplies by Nami, and then Luffy gets distracted by Dr. Facilier, who knows who they are, plans to take over their ship.
Probably wants their bounties too.
Yep. Then he sings the song and turns them into animals. To both of them. And then, oh no, I'm a lion again? Luffy, what happened to you? Oh, I'm a monkey. Oh, how did my straw head shrink? Oh.
Chain is back. Sorry, deal's a deal.
What? Then he said, once the Marines catches you, I will be the rich.
I'll also take your ship too. But don't worry, I'll buy your crew. They'll be turned like just like you.
You stay away from my crew, says Luffy. Then he bites him, and they escape. Then they make it to a forest. Then Sora looks at Luffy and said, "This is all your fault." My fault? You're the one that asked him to what you do in the first place, so it's your fault. Look, it doesn't matter whose fault it is. What matters is we gotta find the crew and warn them about Dr. Facilier. Or so this is the first time I was a lion. Really? Oh yeah, you were a lion that one world, the Pride Rock. Why am I a monkey? What kind of monkey would Luffy be?
Thought it was like small ones.
Yeah.
Like the ones you see at like a zoo. I don't see him really being an ape or a gorilla.
I don't see. Do you see him being a chimpanzee?
No.
Me neither.
I don't see him being a mandrill either, like Rafiki.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Anyway, they get lost in a forest. And they make it to the sunny. And we don't know. And then they meet Kyrie and the other. When Kyrie sees the lions, oh, you look so cute. Then she wait. Then she gets all huggy and all around. You remind me of Sora. In fact, you are Sora. Cause I could see Kyrie putting 2 and 2 together.
I mean, he doesn't look that different. Does he still have his hair?
Yeah.
And the necklace too, so.
Sora, what happened to you? Well, I'll give you 4
This
words.
voodoo man turned Luffy and I into this. Be careful, he might turn you guys too.
Yeah. And then Brooke was the one that suggested, maybe you need to kiss. I have a suggestion. Maybe you need to kiss Mr. Sora. And Nami, you need to kiss Mr. Luffy. Wait, why me? Because you're kind of like the princess in this. Because you two are like the princess in this. And Sanji said, I can't argue with that. Even if he doesn't like them to be.
Hey, wait a minute. She's gonna kiss him? Just suck it up. Zoro said, suck it up, Sanji.
Yeah.
We can't have Luffy being like this the whole time.
Yeah. And then she said, okay. Then Kyrie kisses Sora and Nami kisses Nami. Only instead of them turning back to human, Kyrie turns into a lion. Nami turns into a monkey.
Like, whoa! I did not expect that.
Well,
Kyrie would be like, whoa! Check me out! I'm a lion.
I feel like
Sora would be
Simba
like,
and Nala.
wow, Kyrie, you look amazing.
And meanwhile, Nami's like,
I'm a damn dirty monkey. She starts like strangling Luffy.
yeah, this is all your fault.
What are you doing to me? It must be the spell.
Yeah.
Oh my! Oh dear! I really thought that would work. So what do we do? Well,
We
maybe
gotta find
should
the Shadow
find
Man.
Voodoo Man, and he must have something on him that is the source of the spell's power.
I've heard of. Wait a minute. If I'm correct, Mama Odie lives in this world. Who? Mama Odie. She lives in a swamp, and it's not too far from here. Says me. Then we gotta split up. Kyrie, says Luffy. Nami, Sora, and Kyrie, and I will go to the swamp, but one of you guys have to come with us. Who would go with? I think Donald and Mickey would go with them.
Yeah.
No, I just remember we're doing a recreation of Princess and the Frog, rather than shoehorning Dr. Facilier in. So, Sora, how are we gonna fight Heartless with the Keyblade? I'll show you.
Just put it in
Then
your
you-
mouth and just do this.
Are you training her to how to fight with the Keyblade?
Yeah. And then run like he did in the Pride Lands.
Yeah.
Should we do the whole like her pinning him thing like Nala did?
Yeah.
Pinned
Pinned
you
you.
in.
Yeah. Then Luffy does the same thing to Nami, and she punches him. What happened? So, with that, they make it to the swamp, and no Princess of the Frog characters, no other ones, just them, just Mamba Oni. Okay,
No, Raymond or the
the Gator.
yeah.
How about the Gator? Yeah, how about the Gator and Raymond? Just no Tiana and
what's the prince's name?
Naveen, I think.
Yeah, no Tiana and him.
Yeah. Then Sora says, "I just remembered something. Lions don't belong in the swamp. They belong in the jungle." And Luffy, of all people, points out the swamp can be a jungle. It's like a wet jungle, granted. And Nami said, "You know what? That makes sense."
Well, you two can swing on vines and leap tree to tree, but Kyra and I can't do that. Do you think Nami and Luffy go vine swinging together?
Yeah. And then she jumps on Luffy and she looks at him and started blushing, then realizes that, Luffy, let's not do. I'm sorry, Luffy. Yeah, yeah. Then he says, "Why is my heart pounding?" Then Then they meet Raymond. And she thinks, and Sora uses Keyblade with Kairi, and that's when
Whoa, darling. Is he voiced by Jim Cummings?
the Gator or
No,
I know
the Firefly.
the Firefly was played by Jim Cummings. I forgot who played the Gator. Oh shit. His name is Michael Woolley. He's also in Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto 4.
Who's he play there?
Judge Grady.
I have no idea who that is.
I never
I
heard
played
of.
before, but I don't remember that character.
Yeah. Anyway, then he talks about the spell, and you gotta meet Mama Odie. Will you take us there? You mean that place that's in a pathway to a bunch of dark creatures attacking? No, dark creatures, heartless. So what? Why do you play the? Wait, you're playing the trombone? Now I've seen everything, says Kairi. Then Luffy has an idea. Hey, I got a good idea. If we go to Mama Odie, maybe she can turn you into human, and you can perform. then he says, then Nami says, "That's not gonna work." Oh, hey guys, can I go with you? Then they make it. Then they were on their way to the Mama Odie in the forest, and he sang that song when he's human. And Nami asks, why is everybody singing?" And Mickey says, "This is normal. This is normal to me and Donald and Sora too, since he's technically a Disney character."
Yeah.
And they finally made it to Mama Odie's. Wait, is she blind? And Mama Odie said, had a bunch of pet. I think she had a bunch of pet snakes. I forget. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I've only seen pieces.
I saw that movie once with my dad and niece. Anyway, she tells about the spell, and she must. I shall grant you the spell that you shall be transformed back by love's first. Wait, what? We tried that. But
They turned the girls into this.
What'd you say?
It turned the girls into these.
But that was Dr. Facilier's power. You're using my power. Now she said something. She said some gibberish. You shall be turned back, my love's cat. Then she's alright. Then Kairi and Sora kissed, and nothing happened at first. But then they started transforming back. Well, it worked. Then Nami started making excuses. Can't you find another spell? Then Luffy takes her mouth and he kisses her, and that turns back to normal. So, and Riku and Sora and Kairi said, "Well, they kiss. So, and a true love. Do you think?" Yes. Then they both started blushing. Nami and Blue, and as much as the opinion is, we gotta find Dr. Facilier and stop. He might turn the others
Who
into
knows who
animals.
he's turning make a deal with?
Yep. And then, unfortunately, meanwhile, the Straw Hats were searching for the city, and Zora and Sanji were having their arguments, and Donald was like, actually, no, Donald wasn't there, but he was with. Actually, yeah, he was. I think I remember. And he's like, "Oh, not even Goofy and I argue like this." Knock it off, you two! And he bonks him on the head. Then they get confronted by Dr. Facilier. But it appears they had no match for them. And you know what he did to all of them? Rather than turning them into animals, he turns them into statues. But only one escaped.
I guess
Robin.
once he's dead, they'll turn back to normal.
Yeah, Robin was the only one that escaped. would you? Can you see that happening?
Yeah, because Robin's smart.
And she also feels bad about abandoning their friends. Her friends. I gotta find Sora and Luffy. And she uses her devil fruit powers to turn them into wings and fly to look for them. Like she did it at Thriller Bark.
Hmm.
When I saw that, I was like, well, that's amazing. Robin is amazing.
Yeah, she is.
Would you, would you say she's your favorite character?
Yes.
Yeah, she's in my top 5. Then she sees Luffy and announces what Dr. Facilier did. He turned them into statues. Oh no. It's like what Mr. 3? And she said, no, they're still alive. They're just frozen. Oh, good. But if we don't do something here, and he told us what he's planning to do. He's planning once he turns us all to he will he will use it to turn us in to the Marines, and he'll get the reward money. He said, "Oh no, we gotta find him. We gotta save our friend." And Luffy, of all people, said, "If he turned us into, if he wants to turn them into statues, why did he turn us into animals?" Think about it. Philip's plans don't make sense.
They don't.
And Sora says, "Luffy, for what?" Actually, but there's a bunch of times you're right. But you make a good point. And then they make it to Sunny, and and said they confront Doctor Vici. Ah, you must. You guys have returned. Then, but you're too late. Once I turn you all to statues. Which then he asked. Then Luffy said, "Hey, you turned us to the statues. Why did you turn us to the animals?" Well, Doctor Facilier did that say that.
I don't know.
He would say, Anyway, then he looks at. Then he confronts Kyrie and says, "Listen, Kyrie, you were the only one that I feel sorry for. I am? Yes. You lost your world, your parents, your grandparents, and I could give it all back with this." And Kyrie doesn't fall for his temptation. In fact, she battles and she grabs his amulet, I believe, or necklace, and destroys it, and that causes spirits to rise. And
Oh, you're ready.
they drag him to hell.
Probably like, holy shit.
My dad was
You get
surprised by that scene. He thought it was too.
You get the tombstone with his face as he got dragged into there.
Yeah, I remember I watched that movie with my dad and niece, and he told me he was surprised at that scene. And do you know what I told him? It's Disney. They allow those things. Well, back then.
Yeah.
And then that turns everybody back to normal. And Brooke says, "I do not want to stay dead like that again." Oh, but I'm already dead.
I do something because I'm already dead.
And then Mama Odie thanks them for defeating the Shadow Man. And I can see her knowing Rayleigh too, don't you?
Yeah.
She, as a matter of fact, she also, I'll make her. She used to be part of Gold Roger's crew.
Hmm.
Would that be an interesting twist?
I guess.
Yeah. Hmm. And after that, they decided to stay at the town for a while because it's about to get dark. And luckily, they were at a place where they were friendly towards pirates. And Sora and Kyrie has a date at a place called Tassilia's Theater.
Hmm.
He watches the play and thought the characters look familiar. The main character has a Buster Sword as his girlfriend, and it's not his girlfriend yet. Can punch thing. And the enemy has a long silver sword, long hair with a long sword. So this looks familiar. Meanwhile, Luffy was getting hungry and he finds a cafe and he starts gobbling, and then he hears, I see that Monkey D. Luffy's in this world. Yeah, this is his story. It was the how it should ended Batman and Superman. Wait, why are we hanging out here again? Because they wanted to add us in a cameo. Because the podcaster thinks out of his ass. I know, but why? I'm not sure. Like that. Right? Remember when he add us in the symbiote arc for the Naruto One Piece crossover? Yeah. Why did they do? Do you think they'll add us again? Who knows? Well, I think I know. I know if it shows up, it'll be a short podcast. You know why? Because I'm Batman. Yeah, I'm sorry. Then Luffy asked, "Don't you understand? I'm like, not goblin with his mouth full. Oh, nothing." Then he sees Robin and said, "Hey, want to see my secret identity?" And Robin says,
Is it Bruce Wayne?
"Wait, how did you know that?" Because I'm smart. So I can see him flirting with Robin.
Yeah. Yeah, better flirt with any of the One Piece girls.
Yeah. Wow. He probably won't laugh. He'll probably. You know, the Raiders hired Pete Carroll.
Wow, that's a shock.
Yeah, I mean, he's 71 years old, I think.
Hmm.
I mean, he's a good coach. So he's 73. He went to the same high school as Robin Williams.
Really?
Yeah.
And we'll see how good he can do on the Raiders.
Yeah. In my opinion, they should have stayed in Oakland.
Yeah,
I don't think they were. It's not like they were losing fans. The Raiders have a dedicated fan base.
they do.
In fact, I think the Packers, the Steelers, the Cowboys, and the Raiders are the most dedicated, and the Patriots are the most dedicated fan bases.
Yeah.
The most bandwagon is the Chiefs,
Mm-hmm.
and they got female ones due to being Swifties.
Yep.
I can't wait till next week's podcast because, like I said, it's gonna be Aladdin, and the week after is gonna be Naruto is a football player podcast.
I thought the football was next week.
Oh yeah, it is. But after that is Aladdin.
Okay.
That if we finish Aladdin before our regular 2 hour or 2 to 3 hours, we probably might do Little Mermaid.
All right.
I can't wait to do Little Mermaid because we get to do long red-haired Naruto.
Nice.
Should Naruto be voiced by Laura Bailey?
Yeah.
Or how about Stephen Young?
Ooh, that's even better. Better voiced by Robin.
Yeah. And Principal Daniel Barnes, of course, will still voice Sakura.
Cool.
Because, let's face it, he's Eric and Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the dude came back for Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah. And it was weird that Rob Paulson voiced him in the sequel.
Hmm.
I mean, he does not sound like the type of voice of Eric. And I love Rob Paulson.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah. So we're having Naruto play for the Vikings in our podcast.
Okay.
I wouldn't have him play at Kentucky, but I think I'd rather he played for a bigger name college, like Alabama or Notre Dame or Texas.
Notre Dame could work.
Yeah. If we were doing NBA, he would play for Kentucky in college. Even if I did base him off of Michael Jordan. and Sasuke will play for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
In fact, Sasuke played for Michigan, which was a rival to Notre Dame.
Is he only playing for Minnesota, or is he getting drafted several times?
He's only played. That's gonna be the only team he plays for in my.
All right.
Unless I could have it retraded someday, where he has his prime and they think that he doesn't have it anymore, and he gets traded to he gets traded to let's say the Denver Broncos, and they win a Super Bowl. He's gonna be based off of both Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
Would that be his like final Super Bowl win?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I won't tell you who he
How
plays
many
against.
Super Bowls does he win?
I'm gonna. We'll find out. I'll let you know later, okay?
All right.
And we'll have cameos from Chris Berman to John Madden and all that. Of course, Minato Kishino will live. I'll have Minato being a former coach.
Would you ever have to play his son's team?
No, he was a former high school football coach.
Oh, he wasn't a pro.
Actually, he used to be a pro coach, but then he retired.
Who did he coach with?
He coached the Miami San Francisco 49ers, and then won Super Bowl, and they won the Super Bowl before he retired. 5 Super Bowls.
Cool.
Just like the real 49ers won 5 Super Bowls.
Because his last win was against the Bengals in the 80s.
Yep. And we are also doing Tarzan. Naruto's Tarzan.
Nice. Guessing he had the long hair then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said Ino is Turk, right?
I'm thinking about putting a different character as Turk and making her a guy.
I just only said Ino because both are annoying.
True, but yeah. But who could play the elephant Tentor?
I don't know. Would Hunchback be in here?
I don't think so.
I mean, we would probably have Naruto be like Phoebus.
But who would be Quasi? Luffy?
Chopper.
I think Chopper would be good. And Xehanort was Frollo.
Okay. Considering Frollo's like the most evil Disney villain.
Yeah, I think yeah.
I mean, he was gonna burn all of Paris down.
Yeah, all just for put his dick on Esmeralda. All because he was horny.
And thought he was in the right.
Yeah. He thought he was doing what God told him.
Yeah, so did the bishop in Castlevania.
Yeah.
And that led to Dracula basically killing everybody.
Yeah, what they're doing is opposite of what God wants them to do.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, both the bishop and Frollo got their comeuppance.
Yep.
I think it's for the greater good.
And I don't know if we'll do Lion King. It's
We
February.
could probably work that in somewhere.
Yeah.
We could do Beauty and the Beast too.
Yeah, I'm planning to do that with Luffy. Naruto as a fox-like beast.
Will we have him be voiced by Benson?
Yes. And
At least
speaking
while
of
he's
Benson,
in the beast mode.
yeah, I'm still amazed that Benson tried out for Luke Skywalker.
That would be so weird.
Yeah, only Mark Hamill could be Luke. And Kurt Russell auditioned for Han Solo.
I could see that.
I forgot who auditioned to be. It was one of the first to audition for Leia, but I see no one but Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, I could see Kurt Russell as Han Solo.
So do I.
Are we gonna do another set of Halloween movies this year?
Yeah, we'll do one with Halloween.
Probably do some more Universal ones.
Yeah, the Wolf Man.
Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Creature.
Yeah.
We could have Sora and Kyrie for Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
We could do some more modern one, more 80s and 70s ones.
Yeah, like a Friday the 13th.
And Halloween maybe.
Yeah. We'll have Sakura be related to Michael Myers.
Well, that got undone. That was actually undone in these new string of movies.
Really?
Yeah, so I feel like it really shouldn't be like that they're related.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
And in April we'll do we'll go to Whole Cake Island, or
It should be. I might be done with it by then.
me too. And what about I might do an original uh think think about what if we had Luffy goes to one day we'll have what if Luffy goes to the Naruto world,
Hmm.
like he goes to part one.
Yeah.
They and they change a lot of things, not like Sakura's friendship with Nami and Robin caused her to go confident and
Mm-hmm.
and less and less of a fangirl.
Yeah.
Or I could also do One Piece, One Piece recreation where they go to Kingdom Hearts world rather than
Hmm.
that. That could work too.
It
Imagine
could.
Luffy. Only they all got separated and they meet up at Hollow Bastion. Like, like for example, Nami could land in Agrabah and they meet her there.
Yeah.
So I think that would be fitting for her. She tries to steal,
Yeah.
and she could sing "One Jump Ahead." Imagine her singing that song.
That'd be interesting.
Could Lucy Christian sing?
I'm not sure.
Maybe later I'll watch Aladdin tonight. Actually, I'll watch it the day before our Aladdin podcast. Okay.
All right. I have to take a break from my Disney stuff because apparently the Fantasia DVD I bought is an overseas one and it's region locked.
That sucks.
I know. I didn't even know I did that. First thing I realized this doesn't work, and now I have to buy a new Fantasia.
That sucks.
It does.
So
I'm
far,
glad I
what
have
have
a TV again.
Yeah, what would you say is your least favorite Disney movie out of all the Disney animated ones?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, because most of the ones I've seen are good. Although
Yeah,
I didn't really care for Pocahontas.
I haven't watched that one yet.
No, I thought it was kind of boring. It was cute, but kind of boring.
I might check it out just to see.
Yeah, and Jeffrey Katzenberg thought that was gonna be bigger than Lion King. Joke's on him.
Why was he in charge again?
I have no idea. He even tried to get Woody to be. It, remember what? Remember
Yeah,
what
I
I said?
remember he was in favor of the Black Friday Woody.
Yeah,
Like, why are we supposed to like this character if you're gonna make him like that?
yeah. He was trying to make Toy Story edgy, as he says, dark and edgy. But dark and
I
edgy
mean,
doesn't make good stories sometimes.
yeah. So it made the DCEU fail.
Yeah. I still haven't seen the Snyder cut. I haven't seen the Josh Whedon cut because I know
I
it's
saw
gonna.
the theatrical Justice League. It was meh.
It wasn't worse than Batman versus Superman, was it?
I say they're both equally bad.
Yeah.
Though Batman v Superman is more of an incoherent mess.
Yeah, I was surprisingly bored by that movie.
Even if you watch the 3 hour cut, it still doesn't help.
What were your reaction with the Martha scene?
I'm like, what?
That's why they That's why they stopped being. And I can hear Star fans saying, "You didn't understand the context." Oh, we understood it. It just wasn't
Maybe
handled.
because you're not a good director that we didn't understand it.
Yeah, it just wasn't. It just wasn't handled properly. We'll talk for 30 more minutes and we'll leave. Okay.
All right.
Anyway, maybe
When should
maybe.
Veneta show up in these?
How about Whole Cake Island?
I mean, I feel like
No.
he's gonna show up a few times.
Yeah. How about Fishman Island first?
What about Marine Ford?
Yeah, Marineford sounds better.
Each time they meet him, he's like a lot stronger.
Yeah. And
You can see like his body's more like ripped because he's getting stronger.
Yeah, and when Sora sees and when Luffy sees his face, he's like, "Ah, Sora, it's your doppelganger!"
This maybe Venus prevents Sora from helping save Ace.
Yeah. He's still of course he's still evil.
Right, of course. I feel like Marine Ford, maybe Dressrosa, Whole Cake, and Wano he's fought.
Yeah.
Should Riku be like working with Law on his crew?
Yeah.
Before swapping over to Luffy's?
Yeah. Would Law let him?
Yeah. Sorry, Law is just like one of the coolest characters.
Yeah.
Now there's a cool character, unlike anyone in Naruto.
Sasuke. Allergies.
Ugh. wonder if Kyrie should fight Venus in one of those arcs.
Yeah, Venus flirts with her. He said, "Why don't you get rid of this moron and do it with the real man?"
She could put her fishman karate and hockey to use.
Yeah, I can see her getting along with Koala.
Yeah, and Sabo.
Yeah, Luffy declared him and Sora as brothers,
I can see that.
but it has to be after Ace's death.
Yes. Do they do the oath
Yep.
on Amazon Lily?
Yep.
Should people of Amazon Lily know about the Keyblade too?
I think so, especially Boa.
I know Granny Nyon would know,
Yeah,
but would they treat Sora any differently?
yeah. In fact, I think I'm changing. I'm changing Card Crush to Luffy to Card Crush on Sora. Having a crush on Sora. And she gets jealous every time he mentions Kyrie. And she creeps me out. That's gonna be a running gag. Sora, she creeps Sora out. She says, "Oh, dear, you're beautiful," and he says, "No, you're not. Actually, you are, but you're not the most beautiful girl. As Kyrie is, because he has the most beautiful heart I've ever known. That's why that's why I have a theory. What's the theory? All the other princes of heart, other princes of heart, pass their powers to other princes, but not Kyrie. Kyrie's the one that stayed the same. Maybe.
Well, we don't really know who passed them on to who.
Right. That's true. Imagine Sanji meeting the Disney princess.
Yeah, the only one who'd be around his age range is Elsa.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like younger than they look.
Yeah.
Isn't Esmeralda supposed to be like 16?
I think so.
I mean, Jane probably is one of the older ones.
Yeah. I count her as a queen because she's now queen of the jungle.
I thought that Tarzan officially took over from Kerchak, so yeah. See, Kerchak.
Did you feel sorry for him, or did you like feel empty?
I felt empty. I mean, dude pretty much pushed Tarzan away the entire movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he killed Sabor for him, so is that not good enough for you?
No. He thought he betrayed the family.
But Kerchak just wouldn't listen to him.
Yeah. At least Kala was understanding.
Yeah.
You know why I think Turk existed? They were trying to make another Robin Williams, James Woods funny voice.
Yeah.
But what they but what she lacked is charm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Robin and James Woods had.
Yeah, Hades has a lot of charm to him despite being a bad guy.
Yeah, even Timon and Pumbaa were charming.
Mm-hmm. Gaston had more charm to him.
Yeah. Would you want to see Home on the Range?
No.
I think that's one of the movies that started Disney's dark period before Tangled.
Yeah. Your whole yodeling villain.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, "What the?"
Like, what the hell is this?
I thought it looked way too cash for Disney. I mean,
Like,
the
really,
different-
this is supposed to be threatening?
yeah. And I believe he was voiced by Randy Quaid.
Oh.
That explains it. Hey, when we get to Kingdom Hearts Whole Cake Island, should we have Kairi be pregnant?
Maybe.
And when Sora finds out, he's gonna go, "I'm gonna be a father."
I'm guessing they did it in Dressrosa on their wedding night.
Yep. Because I can see them being virgin to tell their wedding that night.
I guess. Should King Riku be the one to marry them?
Yeah. Like, would Kairi wear a wedding dress?
Yes. Should Kiros be there too?
Yes. Nami probably won't be there. She asks Robin to be the maid of honor.
I can see Viola and Rebecca being on Kairi's side.
Yeah. She says, "I wish Nami was there. She would have been my maid of honor."
Not that I don't mind you, Robin.
Yes. And Robin understands.
But Riku's gotta be Sora's best man.
Yep.
Should King Riku know Mickey?
Yeah. No, I was just wondering. She's probably too old. She's probably too old for Riku. Robin.
Yeah, she's like pushing 30 by the post time skip.
Yeah. Maybe he has a. How about this? He has a crush on Rebecca.
I could see that.
And you know what would be a good running gag? Every chick falls for Riku, but not Sanji.
Good thing Sanji disappears through midway through Dressrosa.
Yeah. It'll happen at Wano when there's a lot of chicks in Wano, and every chick sees Riku and says, "Oh, you're so handsome." Because I remember Riku got a lot of fangirls loving him.
Yeah.
And some of the woke ones want him and Sora to be together.
Yeah, I know.
I remember in 2006 they annoyed me.
That's why I question that whole article. I said, like, Riku is gay. Like, wait, what? When?
When what? What'd you say?
When I saw this article about Riku being gay, I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking. Did you watch the video?
No.
I didn't either. In fact, I blocked it.
I'm like, until Nomura actually says something on that, I'm just debunking it as not being real.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to hear your personal headcanon. And don't you give me all that. So Kari's your headcanon. No, it's not. They shared the Palpy fruit together.
It's technically canon.
Yes. Whether you like it or not.
That's why people are so butthurt over the My Hero ending with Deku and Ochako.
Yeah. I just heard their argument.
Like, guys, Deku Bakugo was never going to be a thing.
Yeah. And they always argue, people just want gay representation. And you know what my argument? You could have that, just not with characters who aren't gay in the first place.
Yeah, so stop trying to make them.
Yeah. And don't give me all that. They're fictional characters. They can do whatever they want.
Then why do you care so much if they're fictional?
Exactly.
Can you imagine what the Naru Sasu fandom was like with the ending?
Oh, they were just about hurt as we were.
Probably more so.
Yeah. But you know what? I buy Naru Sasu more than I buy Naru Hina.
I'd say both are.
No.
A little bit.
Yeah. But I think Saku is my most hated pairing of all time.
Oh, yeah, it is.
In fact, we'll make a podcast of Sakura going back to the past, and she looks at her past self and says, "So I really like that."
Let me lay the smackdown on you.
And then she said, then her past self, "Oh, did you marry Sasuke?" And she said, "No." Then who did I marry? And she looks at Naruto and said, "Should I tell him her?" And she said, let her figure it out for herself." And we should also in Whole Cake Island. Who would Riku go to Whole Cake Island or would he go to Wano?
You go to Whole Cake.
Yeah. What about Kairi? Would she go to Wano?
Wouldn't she be in Whole Cake too?
Yeah. Here's what I might have for Whole Cake to go with Luffy and them. Sora, obviously. Kairi, Riku, Mickey, maybe actually Aqua. Aqua and Vin. And Terra goes to Wano. Or should it be the other way around? Terra goes with Aqua to Whole Cake.
Nah.
Well, I will pair them. I won't develop them as much as I do Sokai and Lunami.
Okay.
I know what might be a good pairing if they ever meet. Riku and Vivi.
That would be interesting.
And I don't ship her with Sanji, but that's the ship I feel closest to shipping. You know what I mean?
Vivi Sanji?
Yeah.
I see.
Well, I just read a fanfic of it where they got together and said, hey, I might be able to buy that. And you know what? I might having whole cake where Naruto clones himself and makes Naruto and then he turns into a Sakura into a clone Sakura so they can go to the wedding in the sky. It'll be their disguise.
Interesting.
With it. Yeah, to investigate.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was, you look familiar. Have I met you? Oh, no, we're just newlyweds wanting to see the wedding. We might do Naruto Godfather in April.
Okay.
Should be Naruto be the Godfather or Shinaki should be the Godfather? I mean, or Minato. I mean,
I feel Minato first, then Naruto takes over.
yeah. Of course, Naruto will be the sister that marries Sasuke.
That gets killed at the end of the first movie.
Yeah.
Who got Menma killed?
Yep.
Look how they massacred my boy.
Yeah, that was great acting by Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
For all his faults as a shitty person, he's one hell of an actor.
Mm-hmm.
So is Al
I feel
Pacino,
his
but I heard Al
ego
Pacino's
is way too big.
his ego. Yeah,
Yeah.
Al Pacino, I heard is a sweet guy. I mean, I like his voice now, but I prefer his soft voice from The Godfather when he was younger.
Well, years of smoking pretty much destroyed his voice.
Yeah, that's what smoking does to you. I'm surprised Sanji still has his voice.
Well, he's not really human, so maybe he's unaffected by it.
True.
So how does his lighter not run out of fuel?
Yeah. I'm gonna get. What about Naruto? We said we would do Naruto Rocky as well.
Yeah.
What about Naruto Terminator?
Sure, but we'll only do the first two movies.
Yes.
The only thing is, do we start with Kushina as Sarah?
Yeah, that might work.
That must mean Minato as Kyle then.
Yeah. Should the Terminator still be Arnold?
Yes. And how should Sakura factor into the second movie?
She's Naruto's girlfriend.
Is she in majority of the movie?
Yes.
The only problem is, what would happen? Does the T-1000 go after her parents?
Yeah.
But do they get away?
Yeah.
Because I can see Kushina having warned them. They actually believed Kushina about the Terminator.
Yeah, because they know she's not a liar.
Or maybe that they went into hiding off the grid so that Skynet couldn't find them.
Yeah.
There's no need to do the other movies because the other movies are kind of pointless.
Yeah. I thought Terminator 3 was a disappointment when I saw it in theaters.
It ruined the second movie.
Yeah.
I mean, if you decanonize 3 to 6, you can still have those movies. Well, the story ends at 2.
Yeah.
Because wasn't the whole point of the series stopping Skynet?
Yeah.
And they pretty much did that in the second movie.
Yeah, and then we'll say, then we'll have at the end of the Naruto will dream about 3 through 6.
Like, my God. I can see the TX being Tanata
Yeah.
in the third movie.
Yeah. Well, she was pretty hot. She was not as interesting as the T-1000 or menacing.
No.
Robert Patrick sold. He should have won an Oscar for that movie.
He was. I think it was just so simple. He was just that scary.
Yeah.
Whereas the TX was just trying too hard.
Yeah. Did you see? Did you know about the Terminator, the Arnold being good before you saw the movie?
For what, the first one?
In T2.
Really?
Did you think I was asking you if you knew Arnold was good in T2? Because they were.
I think at first they were trying to sell like he was bad up until he told John to get down.
Yeah, that was a good twist, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine seeing that in 1991 where he said "get down" and the audience
But he
gasped.
assumed that Patrick was the good guy.
Yeah. It's one of the greatest action. I think T2 is the probably top 5 greatest action movie of all time.
Oh, it is.
Up there with Die Hard. What other? Die Hard. Speed was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good early Reeves movie.
We might do that in May. With Naruto as
You'd have Sasuke be Dennis Hopper.
yeah, and Sakura be Sandra Bullock. But who would be Jeff Daniels?
Just stay away from Speed 2.
I don't plan to see it. I heard they might make a Speed 3. If they do, then hopefully they'll drop Speed 2 out of continuity.
Or explain how he went from Reeves to Patrick, probably back to Reeves again.
Yeah, I mean, Keanu was the main reason that movie was good.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, Dennis
I'm
Hopper
glad he
helped.
kind of got a resurgence in his career.
Yeah. He was the best part in Sonic 3.
He was.
I'm just glad Maddie's sister wasn't in that movie. God, she annoyed me.
Outside of the brief cameo her and Shamar made
Yeah,
when they turned into them.
I think she was so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Tom and Maddie's fine.
Yeah. It's how you do like human characters good.
Yeah. Up in Sonic 3, they added the Metal Sonic. Mecha Sonic being the main antagonist. That's what will probably happen.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And we'll have Son Amy moments. I don't get why she's a stalking girl, but why that works, but Naruhito does not.
Well, Hinata has no personality, while Amy actually does.
Yeah, she's kind of like Sakura in a way, but more likable than at least the other. At least our Sakura is more likable. You know what? Sometimes in January they don't show movies and good movies in theaters. Sometimes they wait till the summer. Even when I was a kid, I noticed that.
Well,
You know what I
January
mean?
is not really the month for movies.
No.
It's
You've
considered
never heard of
dump
Norman?
month.
You remember Norm on the North? That movie did well because
No.
of the Rob Schneider Polar Bear movie. That got a sequel because that movie made money in the box office in January.
Probably nothing else going on in that month.
Hold on, Yeah, anyway, like I said, Rob Schneider, Norm on the North made money in the box office in January 1 year due to not having movies shown in January.
Oh, Matthew Lillard's 55 today.
You mean Matthew Lillard? You mean Shaggy?
Yeah,
He was also Scream.
yeah. He was one of the main villains. Didn't think he was that old.
He's been married to his wife for 25 years. That's nice.
It's kind of weird seeing him in Scream and then seeing him as Shaggy.
He was the best part of that movie, those Scooby-Doo movies.
Mm-hmm. Here's something you could have Naruto turn into for Thriller Bark in your fic. You can turn him into one of the Belmonts from Castlevania.
Yeah.
I recommend Trevor.
Okay. And then he plays the Castlevania theme from the games,
Mm-hmm.
and Brooke says, "Where's that music coming from?" And Zoro will say, "It's Naruto. He ate a devil fruit that caused him to break the fourth wall, whatever that means."
We still don't know.
Then he said, "Yeah, just." And Sanji said, "Yeah, we just don't question it anymore. We're used to it." You know, one of his transformations, I'll have him turn into Sora. I'm making, I'm making more like Genie and Deadpool combined.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about Matthew Lillard. He's been the voice of Shaggy ever since uh, Casey Kasem died, I believe.
I think so.
Did you know they made a Scooby and Courage crossover?
Yeah, that was pretty much the series finale for Courage.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I watched it one time.
Yeah, it was due to this like dark stone thing that was attracting every evil thing to nowhere.
Yeah. I always love when Courage goes. Then he turns into, then he transforms into monsters to show her.
Yeah.
And it was the final voice acting performance by Muriel, by the voice actress for Muriel.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm about to head out. It's
All
nice.
right. See you
Remember,
next week.
see you next week when we do Aladdin and possibly Little Mermaid. Bye.
Or football.
Or I mean football. Keep forgetting. Well, when we do football. Bye.